Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shook. I make NBA DFS content, prize picks content. Have a prize picks video out for tomorrow if you want to check that out. It's on my channel. And all these videos, they get posted on this subreddit right here. I'll have it linked down below. You can ask me questions about the slate leading up to lock. Anything you need, I'll have this link down below. And if you ever need to get a hold of me privately, you can get a hold of me on Twitter right here. All right, so without further ado, let's get into my lineups from tonight, and we'll get into the slate. If you're looking for more DFS content, props content, sports books, I'll have my Discord link down below. And then before we do, I'll just gotta shout out some winners today. We had some massive days in Discord. $40 into $300 right there. Cash is all around. 40 into 1,000, 116 and 1,900. It was just a really great day. But let's get into my lineups. I am just so tilted, absolutely so tilted from tonight. So let me pull up. I have so many lineups. I tilt entered night slate. I tilt entered showdown last minute. I ended up salvaging the day with showdown. I'm not going to go over that too much, but as you can see, I have probably like $300 in entries today, so probably like a double up, maybe 250, 300, something around there, which is awesome. I thought the day was ruined, but yeah, let's get into my lineup. So my core today, I made Precious Achiuwa a core play, and let me talk about my reasoning on why I made Precious Achiuwa a core play. We got Mitchell Robinson news right before lock, and I knew Precious Achiuwa wasn't going to get any ownership. I knew he wasn't. He was 3.3K. I felt like he was going to go overlooked by the field. I thought there was a really good chance he would be in the rotation. Also, it's just an absolute treacherous matchup for, as far as foul risk goes, for Isaiah Hartenstein. I thought there was a really good chance that Hartenstein would get into foul trouble. And I thought regardless, even if he didn't get into foul trouble, I thought Precious Achiuwa would probably play at least teens minutes, which at 3.3K is definitely a viable value. And if Hartenstein did get into foul trouble, Precious Achiuwa could play a decent amount. I don't know what the minutes he ended with, but Hartenstein did in fact get into foul trouble in the second half, and Precious had a really good game at his price point. He was a really, really good play today. I saw a lot of sharp people played Precious Achiuwa today. So he was a core play for me. Feel really, really good about that one. I told everyone to get to at least one of Paul George, James Harden, once we got the Kawhi news. And then I had Chris Middleton as a core play. And then I had Miles Turner as a core play. And this was the core. So before the Kawhi news, it was Miles Turner, Precious Achiuwa, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. And then once the Kawhi news came out, I told everyone, get to at least one of Paul George, James Harden. If you need to remove someone from the core, you can remove Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton, Miles Turner, one of them if you need to. As you can see, it looks like some people in the Discord got rid of Bobby Portis, which worked out perfectly. But yeah, I cashed with Bobby Portis. I should have had a massive night tonight. Just super, super unfortunate. This is my other lineup. Had the core, Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis. Didn't have Miles Turner in this one, but did have James Harden, Precious Achiuwa. Another value I was really high on today was T.J. McConnell. He had a good game, but this lineup did not get into the cash, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, really, really solid night. Always feels good to have the showdown save the day, but could have been just a big, big night, it's really, really frustrating. But got to keep moving. Lucky to get out ahead today. I thought I was going to lose everything, man. Sixers lost. I'm just in the mud. I'm just depressed. All right, guys. Let's get into the slate. Let's take a look at Boston's rotation for last game. Oh, yeah, perfect. All right, so I believe someone got into foul trouble early. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis picked up 2 fouls. That was it. You saw 27 for Porzingis. Believe, like I said, he got into a bit of foul trouble. Derek White played 30, lost minutes due to the blowout. Jaylen Brown, 32. Don't know if he got into foul trouble. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Plus blowout. Jason Tatum was on pace for big minutes. Drew Holiday was on pace for big minutes. Al Horford should play low 20s minutes. Peyton Pritchard should play high teens minutes. Sam Hauser will play low to mid teens minutes. And that's about it. That's all you should probably get here for Boston. So without further ado, let's go over the slate. I think, looking at the price points, I think once again, it's going to be, Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and then I don't mind Derek White, Drew Holiday at the price points. Like, I think both of them do seem a bit too cheap. Now, tough matchup going up against Miami, obviously, but they should play big minutes here. They'd probably like to win. They're 3-1, right? 2-1. Okay, so it's not a closeout game. But yeah, man, I think 5'9" for Derek White, 5'6" for Drew Holiday. I think respectively, both do seem a little bit too cheap. Now, they're not going to be the highest usage players on this team, but they're not bad point per minute players, right? Drew Holiday, good defender. They kind of need him out there. Derek White, another good defender. They're going to want him out there. Kristaps Porzingis at 7K. I think it's decent at that price point. Jaylen Brown at 7.5. Definitely my least favorite of the grouping. And then Jason Tatum at 9.1. I think it's a decent contrarian spot up. I don't think too many people are going to be on him. We shall see, though, when we do get ownership projections tomorrow. If I had to rank these guys point per dollar, I think it would be Tatum 1, Porzingis 2, Drew 3, White 4. But, I mean, you can flip White, Drew. That's fine. I think they're decent options. I'm not going to go out of my way to play them, but I think the price points do look maybe a little bit too cheap. And a guy I like here for value is Al Horford. He's had a pretty good role off the bench. I would expect low 20s minutes. Once again, stat sheet stuffer. Okay point per minute. Yeah, I think now that the price point's down, he does stand out as a pretty decent value to me. I don't know what his ownership's going to come in at. I don't think it'll be too high, depending on what the other value looks like on this slate. But yeah, I do like me some Al Horford. I think Peyton Pritchard is a solid value at 3.9K. His price point came down. Should play high teens to around 20 minutes. We know he's a good point per minute guy. So there's definitely some value here on Boston that I think looks pretty solid. And I'll be even more ecstatic if these guys are low owned tomorrow. So we'll see there. All right, let's move on to Miami. Let's take a look at the Miami rotation. So Jovic played 33 minutes. I mean, he's played really well. I think he's earned those minutes. Tyler Hero didn't play the fourth. Bam Adebayo 38. He was on pace for like 44. Jamie played 33. He was on pace for like 38. Haywood Highsmith played big minutes off of the bench. Caleb Martin played big minutes as well. And they're not playing anyone else, and I would expect that to continue here. Kevin Love is completely benched. We do have DeLon right back, so that'll impact the bench rotation a little bit. I would probably expect high teens minutes for DeLon. And then you could see like Duncan DMP. Well, I think they personally need to play him, but you're definitely going to see like Patty Mills DMP, etc. So let's take a look at the price points. So if you think this game stays competitive, it's going to be the same breakdown as always. I think Hero, Bam Adebayo are good contrarian GPP plays. Nobody's going to want to play them. They're going to be low owned. It's 3-game slate. When they keep this game competitive, one of them is going to have a really big game. 2 games ago, it was Tyler Hero. I believe Bam Adebayo had a solid game last game, mid-game. But it was a really blowout. They only scored 84 points, right? Just can't expect too much. But yeah, if they're going to keep it close, one of these guys is going to have a big game. They're going to be low owned. No Butler, no Roziers. There's a lot of usage to go around between these two. Hero probably gets a slight lean to Bam Adebayo, but I think both are solid contrarian options, and I think there's some value here. I know Caleb Martin's been really bad, but 36 minutes, 38 minutes, I would expect over 30 minutes once again here. Just comes down to if he hits his shots or not. He can grab a few rebounds. So like Caleb Martin, price point came down. Jovic has played extremely well. I would say his fantasy production has definitely been a bit of an outlier. And if he's really popular tomorrow, you could definitely make the argument to fade. Like, he's not going to keep up this production, but he has earned the minutes. I do expect some more minutes, probably like around 30. I think it's fair for him. Definitely firmly in play for value. Ownership's going to tell apart what I do with Jovic tomorrow. Jimmy Jackson Jr., very safe. Statute stuffer, solid rebounder. They kind of need his offense as well. He needs to step up. 5.4K, definitely a reasonable price. I think he's solid for value. Highsmith is firmly in play. DeLon Wright, we'll see what his role is going to be. First game coming back after missing a game. I would expect him to be in the rotation, but we'll see. He's playable, probably least favorite of the grouping, and I have no confidence in anyone else. I think they can really shorten down this rotation tomorrow. All right, guys, let's move on to the Thunder. So they were on pace for giga minutes. Lou Dort was on pace for 44. SGA on pace for 42. Chet Holmgren on pace for 36. Jalen, I believe, picked up 2 fouls. No, he got injured. He was on pace for giga minutes, huge minutes. Josh Giddey was on pace for big minutes. Casey Malls got extended due to the Jalen Williams injury. That's basically it, man. So I'm expecting a very tight rotation here. And with that being said, I really like Jalen Williams. I really like Chet Holmgren. Once again here at 6.9K, 7.1K. They were low owned last slate. Jalen Williams was low owned. The faders almost got bailed out with the injury, but I'm expecting close to 40 minutes here. He's done a lot of ball handling. He's done a lot of distributing. His potential assists are up. He's stuffing his stat sheet. I still think he's a really good play at 7-1. Chet Holmgren, we know he has a massive ceiling. Double Upside. Good shot blocker. Can rack up blocks. I like him quite a bit. SGA, more of a contrarian play, but 9K does seem a bit too cheap for him. What else? Josh Giddey at 5.5K is fine. Probably my least favorite of the grouping. And then Lou Dort, I think is very, very safe. Another guy that kind of needs defense out there. I would expect big minutes. Just comes down to if he hits shots or not. Very, very safe value at 4-4. I don't think I can get to much else here. They're just going to run such a tight rotation. All right, let's get to the Pels. Same thing. They were on pace for massive minutes. Trey Murphy did not leave the game besides this 1 minute here. Herb Jones is on pace for over 40. Same with the main guys. The bigs, I would lean that Larry Nance plays some more minutes again. I don't think they can't play Jonas out there. They just can't. Najee Marshall will be in the rotation. That's it. Jose Alvarado basically got benched last game as well. All right. Trey Murphy's 6'5". I mean, this guy, he's going to play the entire game. Good rebounder, good scorer. They need shooting out there. They're going to leave him open. He's going to have a ton of looks. I took his points on Prize Picks. I think he's very, very safe. Like him quite a bit. Brandon Ingram, he's been chalk every slate and disappointed every slate. It's just such a bad matchup individually for him. So if he's going to continue to be really, really popular, I'm going to continue fading. I know he's cheap. I know he's going to play a ton of minutes. It's a scary fade. But they double him. It's just absolutely treacherous. So I'm going to be a bit careful there with Brandon Ingram. If he's massive chalk, it doesn't mean I'm not going to play him. Like if he fits in I think he's a really good play. If he fits in my lineup, sure. But I'm not going to go out of my way to play him if he's massive chalk. I honestly prefer CJ McCollum at 7.3K. I'm going to play big minutes, stat sheet stuffer. He's been rebounding the ball well. I honestly do prefer him to CJ, but better spot than Ingram as well. And then with the bigs, man, I don't see Jonas Valanciunas playing that many minutes tomorrow. I don't. He is absolutely Swiss cheese on the defensive end. So I can't go there. If he's going to get owned tomorrow, he's the worst play on the slate. The guy I like once again for value, and I played him last slate, is Larry Nance. I'm expecting him to get decent run here. Okay point per minute guy. Had a really good game last game. Played him last slate. 4.6K. Still wish he was a bit cheaper, but still firmly in play as a value. And then Najee Marshall, playable large field dart in GPPs if you do need it. All right, game of the night, guys. Let's get to the Lakers versus Denver. I believe this is do or die, right? Yeah, do or die time here for the Lakers. Let's take a look at the rotation. D'Lo 41, Anthony Davis 41, LeBron James 38. Austin Reeves 29. That was definitely an outlier in my opinion. Rui Hachimura 21, which if you guys watched my video last time, I was very scared of his minutes getting slashed and them going to Taurean Prince. That did happen. And then you're going to see a bit of Spencer Dinwiddie, Gabe Vincent. And I was shocked that they played Jackson Hayes over Christian Wood. Shocked by that. All right, so let's go over it again. AD, probably one of the best spend-ups on the slate. He's been one of the best spend-ups on the slate every single slate. He's continued to crush. It's do or die time. Going to expect big minutes. I'm expecting all the main guys to play 42-plus minutes here. Good defender, good shot blocker, just massive ceiling. He looks really, really good. LeBron James, probably, it's like, the ownership is like flip-flopped between the main guys. Like one game AD will be popular, one game LeBron will be popular. So if you want to go with the lower-end option, I think that's fine. I think they both kind of look similar to me. Like LeBron with his new facilitating role only had 4 assists last game, but he's been distributing the ball very, very well. It just raises his floor and adds to his ceilings. Like he's still a really good spend up at 9.5K. Looking at the price points for everyone else, D'Lo and Reeves I think are solid. I think I prefer Reeves to D'Lo, but D'Lo still has a massive ceiling as well. Had a good game last game. played 41 minutes. And then Rui Hachimura, I don't know if they can continue. It's kind of the same similar situation to, what was I talking about? I forget, but I think this is a spot where he could play 22 minutes tomorrow again, and I wouldn't be shocked. So, like, another guy that if he's going to get ownership, I'm just going to fade. I've been fading him every slate. He's been popular every slate. It's worked out massively. I just don't think he fits right now. So, another guy I'm pretty scared about. I think good chance he does get his minutes cut once again here. So I do not like Rui Hachimura. He's playable at least, but I do not like him. And then Vanderbilt could be back. I mean, we'll see there. And then Taurean Prince played 30 minutes last game. I think he's a decent punt at 3.5K. He's going to be in the rotation regardless. He's going to play over 20 minutes regardless. Could get extended again to around 30 minutes. So 3.5K, I think it's fine. Perfectly fine. Not going to do much out there, but perfectly fine. All right, let's take a look at Denver. KCP 40, Jamal 40, Aaron Gordon 40, MPJ 40, Jokic 40. And then you can't get to any bench guys here. So Jokic looks phenomenal. Overall, your best spend up on the slate if you're looking for raw points. He's probably going to score the most fantasy points on the slate. He looks phenomenal. I absolutely love Jamal Murray once again here. The faders keep getting bailed out by poor shooting days, but one of these games, he's actually going to hit some shots, and he's going to absolutely nuke the slate. If he's low owned tomorrow, I'm going to play him once again. I've played him every single slate, so I really like Jamal Murray once again. MPJ, Aaron Gordon, they're both very safe. MPJ, the higher floor. MPJ, the higher ceiling. Like them both. Definitely prefer them to the Lakers guys at similar price points. KCP, I think is a solid value of 4.7. Just going to play so many minutes. Up to him on whether he hits his shots or not. Had a good game last game with a couple of steals. Definitely a bit of an outlier, but very, very safe value. And then I can't get to anyone else. If you need like a dart, sure, Peyton Watson, I guess, is okay at 3.3K. I think I'd rather just play like a Taurean Prince, though. All right, guys, that's going to be, I mean, if for some reason Jamal Murray's out, you know what to do. Play Reggie Jackson, Jokic, play Jokic. The main guys look better, right? We know what to do. So that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys had a great night tonight, and I will talk to y'all in the next video.